Okay, it's time for grammar warm up number 13. So hopefully you have done this already on your own and you are checking it. Make sure that as we go over this, you correct any of your mistakes. Number one, sorry, let's read it first. You will need sugar, flour, and butter to mac those cookies. All right, number one, circle the verbs in the sentence. Well, what is a verb? If you remember, a verb is an action. Okay. So let's see, what actions are we doing here? Well, the first action is it says you will need. Well, need is the verb, but it also has a helping verb. So I'm going to circle those together. So I'm going to circle will need. Okay, the other verb is not our predicate. If we were talking predicates, will need would be the predicate. The other verb, because it is um, preceded or there's a preposition that goes before it, um, it's not acting as much as a verb. It's more of a prepositional phrase here. But this mac is actually supposed to be make, so the verb is make. Okay. Um, Number two, underline the nouns. Well, let's do all the nouns. First of all, we start with you. It is a pronoun, but it's still a noun, so I'm going to underline it. What's another noun? Person, place, or thing. That's our person. We have some things here: sugar, flour, butter, and cookies. Right, so those are our nouns. Number three, write the sentence correctly. Let's do that. All right, sorry, I gotta fix this here. Oops. Okay, that's weird. Sorry about that. All right, so what do we start every sentence with? A capital. So let's start with capital U. If we were doing this class, if you read until there's a correction to be made, we would read will need sugar. So let's just copy those directly. Will need sugar. Now, why did I stop there? What do we need for this sentence? Well, if you notice, there's a list. You will need sugar, flour, and butter. That's a list. And what do we separate our lists with? Commas. So let's put a comma there. You will need sugar, flour, and butter. So we separate our list of sugar, flour, and butter with commas. Um, then let's do our preposition to. Now we have to mac. No, we don't really want mac. How do you spell make? We spell make M-A-K-E. Okay. Those is spelled correctly, so we're just going to copy that. And now look at cookies. Is that how you spell cookies? I don't think so. How do you spell cookies? Well, it's Cookies. And what kind of punctuation do we need at the end? It is a statement, so we put a period. So there you go. You will need sugar, flour, and butter to make those cookies. Make sure you make your corrections. Number four, write the two words that could make a contraction and then write the contraction. So if we look at our sentence, what two words could we put together to make a contraction? Hmm. You will need sugar, flour, and butter to make those cookies. Well, We can't put together sugar, flour, butter, that none of those make contractions. When you're making a contraction, it's usually with a verb, right? It's a noun and a verb together. So if you look at make, there's no nouns around that. But if you look at will, need, there's a noun, you. Well, instead of saying you will, what could we? So first, I'm going to put you will because those are the two words. And if we put those together, what contraction would it make? Well, instead of saying you will need sugar flour, we could say you'll. So YOU apostrophe LL, you'll need sugar, flour, and butter to make those cookies. All right, number 5. Write the two words used to make each contraction. Well, we're. What two words make up that contraction? It is we are. Okay. How about aren't? What two words make up that contraction? Well, it is are not. Okay, and that is it. Make sure that you are looking over your work and that you correct all of your mistakes. All right. Until next time, enjoy your day.